Amplify this. Here's another blast, another hand of the week called Make a Stand. While playing in the $25,000 buy-in WPT World Poker Tour Championship event in April 2006, I chose a key occasion to stand firm. Making a stand is important. There are times you need to say, I think I have my opponent beat, and now's the time to make a crucial call or a perfectly timed raise. On day 3, I started play with a pathetically low 40,000 in chips, at a time when the average stack in the tournament was over 200,000. Now, 1 hour into day 3, I was up to around 100,000 and feeling good about my improved position. With the blinds at 1,500 and 3,000, I opened for $9,000 with 2 sevens. Player A, who was sitting directly to my left, called the 9,000 and raised it another $20,000. Normally, I would have folded at that point, but I just raised it up twice with King Jack and went on to win both pots in a showdown. So I thought that player A thought I had another hand like King Jack. And after reading him for a bit, I didn't think he was particularly strong. I thought he had a hand that could beat King Jack, but I didn't give him credit for having an overpair like pocket queen. So I called the $20,000 raise. The flop was queen, queen, 9, and I checked. Player A now bet out 40,000, and now something didn't seem right. He had seemed so weak to me. And my mind kept saying, you have the best hand, Phil. One question I asked myself at this point was this. You feel weakness here, but could player A have pocket 10s? Another thought, if I'm wrong and I put all my money into the pot, then I'll only have 2 wins in the deck, which would make me a 10-to-1 underdog to win the pot. As I ran through these possibilities and scenarios, I counted my chips and found that I had 68,000 in chips. It was all or nothing now. I was either right and would move way up in chips, or I was wrong and about to be eliminated. Finally, with the conviction of a man who felt he was right, I moved all in. Player A studied me and said, I know you have me beat, but I'm calling you down anyway. This did not comfort me, since he still might have had me beat. But when he showed ace-jack high, I felt pretty darn good about my hand, my chances to win, and especially my reading abilities. Still, he could hit an ace, a jack, or a 9 to win the pot from me. When a 4, followed by another 4, hit on the last 2 cards, I had almost 200,000 in chips, and everyone at that table seemed to be a bit in awe about my call. Yes! No one at that table was going to try to bluff me after that hand. That's exactly what I wanted. When you make a great stand like this one, there are always fringe benefits. Not to mention the fact that you usually win a big pot. First, you know you're on your game, reading your opponents well. And this boosts your confidence. Second, everyone at the table knows you're on your game, and now you see them trying to avoid you, which means you can be pretty sure the next time you play a hand that no one is going to try to bluff you. And finally, your opponents know you're willing to put it all on the line, which forces them to look at you in a different light. They're really afraid of you now. Do I make stands very often? Not enough in the last year or 2, that's for sure. I do think that if you can make a stand once or twice per tournament or per day, then that's pretty darn good. I don't like putting my whole tournament at risk with a weak hand, but if you want to be a poker champion, that's exactly what you need to do, just not too often. I amplify. Do you?